Genshin hater.
I love how that's the way we
Yep,
started.
that's how the audio. That's how the audio recording
Good
started.
intro.
As soon as I pressed the record button, Genshin hater. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of Achievement Unlocked. Joining me are the usual weirdos, Alex and Katrina. And returning after a sabbatical is Isaiah.
Yo.
And excuse me, Gage, it's not being a weirdo, it's being eccentric.
You know what that voice reminds me of, right?
I'm still the sanest one
I
here.
don't care. It's not going to affect me this time. Joke's on you.
Are you unharmed, my lady?
Yeah, I am unharmed.
Isaiah, for context, last week I'm towards the end. We're talking about anime, talking about Black Butler, and apparently I have a pretty damn good Sebastian impression.
I saw it coming this time, Gage. You're not going to get me with it this time.
I'll surprise you one day.
Yeah, right.
I sound like George Takei.
You do. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Meanwhile, she doesn't know who the hell George Takei is.
I don't know, but it's still funny. Hey, Mr.
Yeah.
Bitsy. Okay, anyways.
You don't know who he is either?
No.
Isaiah, please.
I'm not going to tell him. I think it's better this way.
But you do know?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
Okay.
Someone here
Moving on.
has seen something. Oh, this is a hell of an intro. Welcome
Yeah.
to our Valentine's Day episode of Achievement Unlocked.
Happy Valentine's
Just
Day,
just a
everybody.
date when we're recording this. We're recording this on Valentine's of 2023.
It's
Yay.
Valentine's Day.
I don't know what's going on.
I am this college's Cupid today, and I don't regret it.
It's a good day for most, unless you're part of the people who don't have anyone, and you decide to sit down and eat candy alone for Valentine's Day.
Hopefully listening to this podcast.
I mean, to be fair,
I mean, Valentine's Day doesn't need to be about romantic love. It can be about
That's exactly-
familial
That's exactly
love
what
or-
Valentine's Day is about.
it could also be about friendship, Gage. You don't know.
Yo, I love you as that one guy who's just there, you know?
It
Thanks,
could
bro.
be platonic
you know
love.
that guy.
Yeah.
You could
Platonic.
celebrate platonic love on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
But what the main purpose of it is romantic.
So what? Enjoy the platonic.
In America,
Yeah, because America has more holidays than the
The
rest of the
entire
world.
room just went
It sadly
silent.
does.
That's like saying Christmas for America when like 2 other countries have Christmas.
there are other countries that celebrate Valentine's.
Yeah, then why'd you bring up America?
Because that you're talking about romantic love, but that's what America focuses on.
It could be France.
I mean, Japan has something called White Day for Valentine's Day, right?
Oh,
White
yeah,
Day,
yeah,
yeah.
the white chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Valentine's Day is when I believe the females give the males chocolate, and
or like
White
the
Day.
gift, yeah.
White Day is when the males who received the chocolate give chocolate in return.
They
Seems
do
like a fair
that
trade.
overseas near Japan.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
Interesting.
Isaiah, have you ever been given chocolate by a girl on Valentine's Day? And please be brutally honest.
Mm.
Because I have not.
I actually have to. Yes. I have. Literally just today, I had one.
Are you
You're
wait? Are
lying
you
to me.
serious?
Let me think about this.
Oh,
If it's today, why do you have to think about it?
No.
Have
there
you
might
never
been another,
received
I'm
a
not
chocolate
sure.
from a girl before?
Absolutely not.
never received anything from a guy, so I don't blame you guys.
You know what? I think just twice in my life.
Now you have.
That's very sweet. But
Aww.
Aww.
I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, but just twice. Once when I was a kid, and today.
this is right up to the mic, by the way, guys. Oh, it's white chocolate. This isn't White Day. The tradition's ruined.
No,
It's strawberry!
You know,
It's strawberry
here.
cream inside of it, dude. It tastes great.
I'm gonna tie that up and wait for later in the podcast when it's gonna be more awkward to start hearing the rapper unwrap again.
Just like when dead silence hits, Gage just slowly brings it up. He's like,
Yeah, it's like silence and then.
and then everyone's just like, really, dude? Really? Okay. Just like everyone awkwardly stares at him. Okay.
But if you got one today, Isaiah, why do you have to think about it?
Well, I had to think prior to that.
Well, then what
Just to
what
make
happened
sure.
today? Explain.
Oh, it was in my government class, if I'm honest.
Okay.
I was sitting there, working on exams, like 3 months before they're due, because I'm that guy. And while I was doing so, this chick starts passing around candy to the class.
Oh, so you got the pity chocolate.
Oh yeah. I got that pity chocolate all the way.
It sounds so sad.
I don't feel like bullshitting you as much now.
Hey, bro.
Though I will give you credit because I never even got the pity chocolate.
I mean,
Everyone's like, see that work in the corner? Don't touch him.
Oh, bro.
I
Rest in
got-
peace.
I got like this like large bag of Reese's Hearts. I got a few, and I gave some to like a couple of employees at like the bagel shop that's near the student center.
Mm.
I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like, for once, I feel like I'm in a particularly good mood to be kind, so that's why I was like, I have all these tiny hearts.
If you want,
Yeah,
Give 'em to people.
Valentine's Day for me is mostly just an excuse to get chocolate for my friends.
Honestly, fair.
If you want to know the truth, every Halloween I go out with the kids. You know what I do?
What?
I get about 3 bags of chocolate, trick-or-treating and such, stealing it from little kids. Here we go, around Valentine's Day, I'll give that stolen chocolate to the kids and make it look like a gift.
Those same kids from trick or treating?
Yes.
I see. Oh
that's like someone
Oh my
robbing a
God.
house, then Chris has been like, hey, here's your stuff back.
no! That's like
Yeah, but like I still
That
get the
is
fees.
so bad.
That's like a
for
rob.
it.
That's like a robber
I think
pulling
like
a
handing
Robin
out
Hood
like
White
I think they're
E.
handing out like here you go little kids like for free. You make them pay for the chocolate you stole.
That's so
No, but you see what
bad.
I do with the other bags
That's
is I'll
honestly
sell
kind of
them,
bad,
and that
but-
way I get profit.
It's not kind
God.
of bad. That is bad.
I'll get like
Okay,
100,
good
150
point.
bucks for just like 3 bags of candy, bro.
That's-
That's free candy.
That's like scalpers when they go buy something, they jack it up like 20, 30 bucks and resell it online when
Oh
everyone
my
wants
God.
Bro, see what matters? They don't need
I,
to know
I,
about that.
I really don't like
They just need to know the feeling
those people
of
it. Oh,
Really?
scalpers are
something.
pieces of crap.
I'm not one of those people, Katrina. Don't worry. I may laugh about it, but I'm not.
I feel like there's difference between taking like some old thing and like reselling like that. Like you find in the back of a thrift store, that's something different. When you
It's one thing if you buy it from a thrift store and then do something to change it, but if you just buy it as it is and then sell it as it is,
That's
as
what
you
Kanye
bought
did.
it,
no, like
no.
like if you find an old table and you like or like some like older thing that you don't necessarily want, but you think can like resell that's not the same thing. That's not
Well,
like a scalper
yeah.
thing. That's like finding something, maybe someone will find this valuable and I might get some of my money back for it. That's different. Scalpers go out on like game releases day one, get like 10 copies, resell all of them for like 30 bucks more because people want it.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Those are pieces of crap scalpers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But resellers are not much better.
It's better than scalpers.
But the whole reason why those items are in thrift stores is because somebody decided that they would be generous and give something that they didn't want or need anymore, and they're selling it at these lowered prices so people
Well,
who
I
don't have the money to buy it at a full price from the store can have something nice.
I use a thrift store as an example, but you can also find like old collectible stuff and resell. Like, there's some people who like get collectibles just so people know, hey, this buyer will generally try and find collectibles to resell. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Scalpers are the ones who take stuff and then jack it up. There's a difference.
Like jack up the prices.
Yeah. Like say someone finds an old
An
collectible.
extortionist, if you
Yeah, they're extorting
Alright, I
you.
get what you mean.
Or like even with older stuff, some people like find older stuff that goes for certain prices. Like there's a difference between like saying find an old game maybe add like $5 to price. That's not some. But then you see like GameCube games or stuff like that that are like damaged and all that, and they're still going for triple digits. That's BS.
Yeah. Okay, slightly going off of this topic and hopefully lightening the mood a bit.
I was wanting to loop back to the Valentine's thing.
Well,
You guys remember in elementary school when you guys would did you guys ever have an elementary school where the class would you'd have like the little boxes, you like go buy those packs of Valentine cards to like give out to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
my little sister did. I think she literally hated making those things. She, like, I don't know. She's a perfectionist. And,
I love doing that.
like, as she was sitting at the table, I mean, I understand that, like, she wanted to hand make something because it's special. And she's trying to give it to people that she cares about. She, like, I don't know. She just wasted, like, a million pieces of paper, but I can understand why she wanted to make it perfect.
I was the guy who did everything in like 5 seconds.
Hmm.
To this person, from this person. You look sick.
Like, would you do
That's it.
this? Okay, but here's the thing. Would you do it a bit differently for people you really care about?
No.
Okay, fair.
I don't care about people, if I'm honest.
If you wanna know how sad mine got, I would spend like an hour and a half or so getting cards for everyone in the classes. Then I'll put extra work into like the cards for like the girl I liked or something like that. And then come the day everyone's going around mine, I go back to my box. All I would get is one from the teacher.
Dude.
I didn't even get that, bro.
Oh man,
I was the one
that's
guy
so
everybody
bad.
That's how sad it would get. Is I'll get like maybe one pity one from like the nice guy, and then and then one from the teacher, and then that was it.
Dude,
Dang,
oh
bro.
my god.
I feel so bad for you.
Dude, so in middle school, have you ever like got to do this thing where like a girl wears like, one of those styrofoam hearts on her shirt, and then like if a guy talks to her, she has to give that guy that little like plastic heart?
No.
Oh my god.
That's an overseas thing.
It happened when I was in middle school, and it was just, honestly, it was one of the dumbest things you could do.
Yeah, I didn't do that. And what we did was, it was similar to those boxes, but like the day before, we would have like a craft and we would customize our box.
Okay.
I think I remember like some of you guys would customize them. Then I always feel like I wasted time after because but
Mine was just a straight up cardboard box.
And sometimes we did like competitions on like who decorated their box the most
prettiest
creative and stuff like that.
Oh my god.
The most creatively. I went all out one day. I was like cutting up cardboard, making it into a shape.
I'm guessing someone else went over yours then?
Yeah, it was the class artist that obviously won.
Of course.
Teacher's pet. Nobody likes him.
Isaiah has another
No,
guy.
I was the teacher's pet. She's the class artist.
Oh jeez.
Isaiah has another guy. Just out of pure curiosity, how much luck you had with like relationships throughout your like early school life? Because like I've made clear I had a lot of problems, especially earlier on. But
I feel like I should not state my body count. However, I will
Body
state.
count?
I wasn't asking for a body count. I was asking like
will
relationship luck.
Isaiah, why would you say it as a body count? It's not going
This time it went wrong and it wasn't my fault.
I swear, officer, it wasn't me. But no, my longest relationship was 6 years.
Oh.
What was my longest one?
The one I'm in now is a little over a year.
I can tell you my shortest one.
What is it?
Less than a month. 3 weeks, I believe.
What happened in that one?
Yeah, doing
Apparently,
Brigale, this
she
tail.
asked me out on a bet, and then dumped me over text after 3 weeks.
Dude.
Over text.
Oh my god.
Yo.
I think one of my longest ones, because, I mean, I mentioned earlier that I am currently in one at the moment, but there was another for like 4 years.
4 years, nice.
But that's not. That would have been nice if the person one day, like last year, didn't all of a sudden out of the blue just literally text me like, "I'm sorry, but I never actually loved you. I just loved you out of pity."
That kind of feels like a lot
Out
of
of pity.
If it lets you know, like I said, my shortest one was like those 3 weeks. My longest one was not even 2 years.
Oh Jesus.
Not even.
Oh my god, now I feel bad.
If you want to know how bad my luck was, I got into like a very good relationship 6 months before I moved from Missouri to Colorado.
Oh.
Oh, dude, that's bad luck right there, man.
It's like I find like I've generally always been like the social outcast and like had bad luck in social environments. And then by the time I hit middle school, I kind of felt good because I had a solid group of friends. I had a girlfriend who I really liked, who really liked me. And then my dad's like, "We're moving to Colorado." And then it went straight downhill from there, back to my usual luck. And I feel like it kept going downhill because I lived in the Springs first when I moved out here. And
Springs.
Yeah, and I was only at a school there for 2 months, but I remember getting a solid couple of friends, and there was straight this girl who said, I might give you're a nice guy. I might give you a chance to go home. I was like, oh, cool. We're moving to Pueblo. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
This is just like those Disney cartoons all over again, dude.
It was at the point where I was like, you have to be taking the piss for this one. Like,
Dude, you have main character kind of luck with
Oh my
love.
god.
I have main character luck with side character outcomes.
Yes.
It's like I have all the problems with main character, but with with the payoff of a side character.
Honestly, you could make an anime off of
Oh
your
my
luck
God,
with
you
love
could.
life.
I feel like just my luck in life in general.
Make it a dating sim for that matter. Make it
Oh
a
my
game.
god.
Gotta
Do
maximize
it.
Slice of life. Slice of
Oh
life.
my god. The gamer slice of life. Gamer's Club.
It'd be like BoJack Horseman, where each episode just another disappointment.
Oh man.
Like
Oh my god.
it's like that's how bad it got, honestly.
I don't blame you there, dude.
And,
I mean, I didn't really focus much on relationships when it was like middle school, high school.
Neither did I.
oh,
I didn't really
God.
focus on that, but I did get asked out.
Ooh.
I mean, at least you got asked.
In middle school, I did get asked out by a guy, and we had a thing going on for a while till he ended up wanting to date another girl.
Oh
of
god,
course.
he's one of those. Apparently, Valentine's Day for me is a blessing and a curse. I'm just kidding.
I think I got it.
Oh man, that's good.
Hey, do you guys
and-
ever just?
Certified moment.
And my high
Turns into a-
my high school one didn't end up being much better because I was asked out by someone who was a friend. We were friends before
Okay.
he asked me out, and then we were good for a while until he ended up, I guess he went homeschooled or he moved or something, and I was never told. So I basically got ghosted in real life.
Dude, that sucks, man.
There's just between like saying, even just like one text is saying, "Hey, I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna go,"
Yeah, no, he didn't even let me
and
know
then,
that.
and then there's disappearing off the face of the earth.
Yeah. I found out because one of his friends ended up telling me that he was no longer going to school.
That's one of the worst things to find out too. Is through
Yeah.
a completely unrelated third party.
Or like through a teacher
Yeah.
or something who just announces it in the class, like after you're having a really good day, then he's just like, oh, truth bomb.
You guys ever had teachers that did that announced when a kid was leaving? I haven't had
no.
that since elementary school.
Since like yeah, it's been ages.
I think the closest guy was when I left during middle school, and this is really gonna make my life look sad. Everybody cheered when I said I was leaving.
Oh, dude.
I'm sorry. What class is this, and where do I find these people? I need to have a very stern talk with them.
Missouri, and I already have a murder list, but
Can I join you then?
Is this getting cut?
I didn't directly say it to be fair.
I was joking.
I didn't say. I was
Okay,
just gonna
I'm
have a talk
about
with
to
them. I wasn't
say.
gonna actually do anything. I'm just like, hey guys,
I was
why
joking.
did
I
you do
just
that?
want to talk.
But no, Missouri.
I just wanna talk.
I just want to talk to him.
It was my last day because in that week we were gonna leave on a Wednesday and I'm gonna drive out here. And I had the 2 days of school on a Monday and Tuesday, but I decided to leave early Monday, have Monday be my last day, so I could spend Tuesday helping my dad pack up the pickup truck. And so it was for lunch in this class, in my 4th hour English class. She'd normally have a prompt for us to do, and then if we had the prompt done, then we can go downstairs to lunch. But she gave me a pass on the prompt because I was leaving, and then this asshole, who was in my band class as well. I go from English to band with this jerkwad. He goes, "Why does he get out of all this?" He goes, "Cause he's leaving." And, yeah, I'm going to Colorado. Proceeds cheers from everyone in the class. And the teacher got livid. Like I honestly felt like, this is basically my life now. And teacher's like, you know what? You all get to stay here now. We're gonna wait. What time is it? 15 minutes. So you all can go to lunch. Gage, you can go and go. I gave that jackass one solid look, a smile, and left the room.
That is the best karma I've ever seen in a matter of seconds, my dude. I would love to see that
They
happen.
deserved it.
Well, yeah, I mean, come on.
They deserved worse.
Like, did you ever do anything to them?
No. This is the thing that I hated is that, and by high school I got so fed up with it. Actually, by 8th grade I got fed up with this to the point where I just wouldn't hesitate. From end of elementary school all the way up till like junior year of high school, more so freshman, but there'd always just be these people who were just complete, assholes to me.
Like, for just no reason?
Yeah, and particularly this dude. I don't remember the dude's name, thank God. Otherwise, he'd probably haunt my nightmares still. But I think he was in my band class first, and he changed hours at some point. Ended up in my English class, but he was just a jerk to me for no reason. And it sucked because I was always sat right next to the dude in band because we were all on percussion. And so I just sat next to him every day. I don't know what his problem with me was, and like he would constantly, harass my girlfriend. And the only reason I didn't kick his ass because I was already a troublemaker in my elementary school.
Okay.
I was the trouble kid in elementary school, and I fixed my act by middle school. But that's the only reason why I didn't hurt him right then and there.
Okay, let's be honest about something. I'm gonna get philosophical here for a second. People hear this all the time, but I'm still gonna say it because I firmly believe this. People who pick on other people for no reason, if they didn't particularly do anything, is just because they're trying to compensate for something they don't have.
Oh yeah, and then all the people I ran into are the kind of people who like start it, and then the second you try and do anything back, make it their mission to make your life a living hell.
Well, I mean, you have a right to do something back to them if they're the ones who started it and they didn't give you a legitimate reason why they're doing it.
Yeah, and of course the teachers would be like, you should act better than that. It's like,
dude, listen. I don't particularly enjoy
That's why
teachers.
I avoided like interacting with most people during high school.
it's like, dear God, there's a reason I was purely introvert until like my junior year of high school.
Yeah,
I'm
until
the opposite, dude.
You want to know something? My freshman year of high school was worse than that.
Oh.
Day one, there in gym, there were two people. The first guy kind of like disappeared. I don't know what the hell happened to him after our freshman year. He basically disappeared, but he was just a general jerk, kind of same as the last guy. Then there's this pint-sized little girl. She's probably 2 years older than me, but she was like half my size. Like
Pints? Oh god, I'm scared.
she was like so like 4 foot flat, like that short in high school. I'm like,
Wow.
Meanwhile, I'm like at the time like 5'8", 5'9", 6 foot now, by the way, but I'm still that tall, and she wants to try and harass me. I'm like, okay, listen here, little
Small
pint
but
size.
mighty.
I'm like, all right, listen here, little flat chest pint size. In case you ever want to hit puberty, you can go find somebody else. But until you can actually, get up in the chair at the dinner table without a step stool, you better leave me the hell alone.
Oh my god.
Instead of standing for herself, on the way out of school the next day, her brother, who has a solid like 10 inches of me even on this time, comes as like,
Whoa.
I was sorry, not her brother, her boyfriend.
Oh my god.
Comes out the cars, and in the cars, looks at I wasn't with my mom time, it was a family friend taking me from school to home. Looks in the car, looks at family friend, is like, before I get in the car, like starts, you harass my girlfriend. I was like, yeah, tell her to stand for yourself, jacket. I get in the car, he starts leaning over. He leans over to my family friend in the car. He goes, is this your son? He's like, no, but you better move before you run over your foot. And then in the hallway next week, because that was a Thursday, hallway next week, he stops me in the hallway. I was like, I'm gonna kick your ass. I was like, tell you what, tell him little Rumpelstiltskin, your girlfriend over there, to stand up for herself, or I can take this to the principal right now.
Oh my god.
Because from
10 inches though.
because shut up.
That's a pretty tall dude.
Like this is the point where I was just done putting up with people.
Like 6'10", bro.
Dude, that was me in like senior year of high school.
At the time I was like 5'7", 5'8". He was a tall dude.
That's still like.
Yeah, he's taller then than I am now.
That's crazy.
But this girl who couldn't stand up for herself after he realized I'm sure it's pick on the fat kid, you get him, and then realize, oh, he can stand up for himself. It's like I very easily could have drop kicked this little gremlin across the field. I swear.
I want to pay to see that.
Honestly,
You have no clue how much I wanted to, but from that point
honestly, I would have too. I would have laughed.
From that point on, her and her boyfriend didn't mess with me because I was in good favor with the principal. I'm up for reasons I will not divulge on the podcast. Stuff or other stuff happened in my freshman year that put me on the principal's radar for like the entire time of my high school life at Pueblo County. But dude just stopped bothering me when he realized I had the power, I had the authority, so he can either tell him and his girlfriend to screw off or.
Which high school did you go to?
Pueblo County.
Pueblo County? Okay. Yeah, I can see that happening there.
But pretty much from there, no one messed with me because also the girl's name was Sydney. I forget her last name.
Sydney.
But she was one of the like more well known like popular quote unquote girls.
Oh,
And-
so
and-
the ones who slept around. I got you.
No, not like that. But like
Oh.
like everybody knew her.
Ah, so the one who slept around.
No.
Dude, can we just go around and say what type of kid we were classified as in high
I didn't
school?
really fall under one.
Dude, you're literally talking to her right now.
I didn't really fall under one. I feel like each
The
year
anime nerd.
I feel like each year I fell in with a slightly different group. Freshman year, I'll be honest, I had nobody. Second year, I kind of fell in with the nerd kids, and I was still kind of friends with them across the years. And junior year, I fell in with all the music kids because I had guitar that year.
Mm-hmm.
And senior year, I ended up in actually just like the most popular group of guys in the school for that year.
Yeah, I freshman year I was a band kid, and the rest of the time I was the loner.
I was definitely a loner in my freshman year. But sophomore year, I definitely gradually got up the social ladder.
Yeah.
But like I'm a sophomore year, I hung out with their kids. I did some in junior year too. But in junior year, I was either more loner or with some of the music kids. And then by senior year, I was just hanging out with some of the most popular dudes in the school.
Yeah, senior year I sort of started socializing, but I didn't really socialize with the popular kids because honestly, they were a bit of a mess.
I think it helps that I'm two of the popular kids I was friends with since 8th grade. Because I had 1 year at Corwin for my 8th grade year.
Yeah, I went to Pueblo West.
Yeah, but I was friends with them, and then one of the dudes just knew me. He was a really nice guy. He's actually big around town. Trent Devine. Do you guys know him? Recognize that name?
I don't recognize that.
No.
He just gets around town a lot. He's a very like nice, genuine guy, and I knew him from Corwin, and we hung out like quite a bit since then, especially in senior year.
Yeah,
But I was just kind of in that group of the guys everybody knew, and by that point, I feel like a lot of people I was one of those faces everybody recognized, just didn't know the name of. And I was hanging around the people that everybody knew.
Ah.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't during my second year of high school. I think it was more closer to my third year
So
of
your
high
junior year?
school. Yeah, my junior year. And I started to get a little bit more social because I decided to take PE all throughout high school.
I couldn't do that. I took it my freshman year and I took it my senior year.
I
like
took
PE
PE
so much.
all throughout high school, and we had a uniform for PE, and they were like gym shorts and a shirt.
Yeah, kind of standard in high school.
And, but everything else was up to us. So our shoes, our socks, anything. I decided that I was going to show my uniqueness through my socks. So
Socks.
I got these, I'm into Marvel, so I had these Marvel socks. So there was one that I had and they were all like, they went to just below my knees. So,
Knee highs?
yeah.
Knee highs go just above the knee. I think just below is just normal and
I have
socks.
no idea about
Yeah.
fashion, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, and so, but they all had some sort of Marvel design on them, like the Captain Marvel, the Captain America shield, the Thor had a cape and the little wings on his helmet, and I would always wear those, and they were visible during gym class. So I got the nickname High Socks. And my gym teacher and the other gym teacher liked to merge their classes and do activities together. So I'm pretty sure that the only thing that some of the other kids knew me as was High Socks. So I was being called High Socks.
Do you guys have other nicknames like that in school that you got called?
Naruto.
Just called Naruto.
There's a cost to liking anime and openly talking about it. Gym class, a bunch of people kept calling me Naruto.
I feel like maybe
I don't
back,
even watch it.
I feel like maybe back then, yeah, there was like a cost to it, but I feel like nowadays, like no one's gonna make fun of you for watching anime because everybody watches anime.
Dude, oh my god. I was labeled as the weird kid all out in high school, and every one of us who liked video games and anime just sat at the same table. I could hear people whispering, "Oh, here comes the weird kids." I'm like, the hell you just say to me? Because, like, God. I think that, like, changed.
It's one of those things you really don't want to think about.
That changed in senior year because that's when, like, the pandemic happened senior year in high school.
And everybody watched anime.
I graduated before the pandemic happened.
You're
I
lucky.
graduated in 2018, so.
Katrina, you're lucky because
Pandemic dropped in my sophomore year.
do you want to know how mentally dead everyone was during that senior year of high school? I can give a perfect instance that can just display the entire year of the pandemic.
Well, honestly, I can kind of feel that because at the time that the pandemic hit, I was in the culinary arts.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
So, can you imagine trying to, and my classes were like the practical classes. So, I had to go into the kitchen area and I was wearing this really hot mask on my face and I was working on the over the stove and I swear I was going to get heat stroke from that.
oh god. All right.
For that year, the pandemic year, the big one, I was
Yeah.
actually teaching class.
Oh,
That was not easy over a computer, I'll tell you that.
I can only imagine. I mean, you said you weren't a tech guy before this, so I can
Well,
understand how hard that is.
It wasn't terribly hard. It was pretty easy to do it, but this was, I want to say, my third year of ROTC, and I was teaching the class.
Like, dude,
You did it again.
I'm
You pulled it so far away, but I heard it through the headphones. You did it again.
the sizzle. For those who don't know, the last time that we recorded an episode, there was a small second where Katrina also had like another one of those sparkling ice waters and literally just like held it up to the thing and it would just like
Don't worry, I got you. You're not alone. Let's crack a cold one out.
Oh,
I'm really
yeah,
the only
that's
one without a
good.
drink. That's crazy.
that,
For the record, I didn't mean beer. Root
That-
beer. I mean root beer. I'm holding it to zero sugar root beer. It's not alcohol. I swear.
I can vouch for him. It's zero sugar root beer, guys. I'm holding a Powerade.
I can read the
Zero
can.
sugar root beer?
I don't.
That's an insult to root beer.
He's drinking Jack Daniels. He's lying.
Drinking Jack Daniels.
In fact, I actually don't like liquor at all.
Really?
No,
I wouldn't like it either, dude.
My parents are this kind of parents who
neither.
was like, when they're not going to give me a full drink, but they'll let me like try it every once in a while. And every time I drink liquor, I'm like, this is miserable.
I can't stand the taste of
I-
anything more than the fruity
I remember
drinks.
a couple years
The
ago.
only thing that I can really stand the taste of is the fruity drinks.
I don't even like that. I don't even like cocktails.
I-
I remember I'm a year of the pandemic, 2020, but we went back into Missouri for 4th of July, and I camped out with a bunch of family and friends. And I'm on the night of, my dad, like, he tried to give me my first beer. And so, he took like a few sips out of it. He's like, one, he like took a little bit. I was like, here, you can have the rest of this. And it was like still maybe like 3/4 of the way full. I handed it back to him when I was done. It's like, this is still like way over half full. I was like, yeah, I don't like that.
My first taste of alcohol was a sangria.
I think you get an idea of what I've tasted. Now, this isn't full drinks, mind you. Beer, whiskey. I don't think I've had vodka. Wine I've had.
They get better when you choke
Wine
on
is strange.
I don't like
New
wine.
Year's
Liquor's
Eve.
not good.
Especially white wine.
It
It's
sticks in your
so
throat.
bitter.
It's bitter and it sticks in your throat.
I'm not a wine guy.
Me neither, dude. Like the one time I tried it during like a New Year's Eve or something, I tried like a little sip. It didn't go well.
Anyways, let's jump back to the topic we were on before we start going off on that little tangent. Isaiah, did you get any like nicknames in like middle school, high school that stuck with you?
I have a handful of them actually.
Because some
Take a wild guess.
I was gonna bring up in your Halloween story. Did someone think you were going as Jay from Jay and Silent Bob? I hit it on the money, didn't I? I hit it on the money, didn't I?
No.
I was about to say if you did, I would have like rolled on the floor of this recording room.
Because let's be honest, you do look like Jay from Jay and Silent Bob, just with
That's
just with a scruff on the chin.
Bruh, he does.
Honestly, you remind me of a Disney Channel character, but I can't think. Of the name.
I make fun of you. Meanwhile, if I wear a hat backwards, I absolutely look like Silent Bob.
No,
I have the long hair and the beard and everything.
It was some sort of Disney Channel show where they had like these skaters.
Oh, actually, yeah. You look like the surfer dude from 16.
Let's go.
No, I wasn't talking about that. It was some.
You know what I'm talking about, Alex?
I know what you're talking about.
This is bad.
Let me hold it.
Oh my god, here we go.
You straight, minus the beard, you do look like the surfer dude from
I
16.
look like
Reminds me of a short
fat
Maui
bastard
to
if he was skinny.
Remind me of some short Maui. Let's face it.
Please don't my internet can connect,
What
please.
can I say?
No, I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi on my phone. Tablet, quick.
Go.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
You each get 3 guesses on my appearance, what I was called.
I already took one J from James Bob.
No.
But now that I've brought that up, you do look like the dude from 16.
Nope, not that one either.
Hold on. Where is it? I need a clear
It's
picture.
gonna be amazing.
No, there's not a clear one. 16,
It's gonna be bad,
16
bro.
characters.
Oh my god. This is gonna be
Also, I don't know why I remember the show.
It was a weird show, dude.
Oh, where is it? Yes, here he is. No, it's a crappy image. Where is it?
Bro.
Oh my god.
No, hold up. I don't even know what y'all.
You look at with long hair.
All right,
You look like Jude from 16.
Bruh.
that's bad.
Dude.
I don't even have blonde hair. That's bad.
You look like the dude stocking hat and all.
Bro, there's nothing wrong with
We just got told to quiet down because we started like screaming. This is a soundproof room, by the way, and we still got told to quiet down.
That was my
That's
bad.
so
I'm sorry.
You look like the dude from you look like Jude from 16. You straight up do.
That's bad.
Ah!
Wait, guys, look, there's like a
Zeke
small
and
patch
Luther
right here.
from Disney XD.
I've never seen Zeke and
Nope.
Luther.
I've seen like one episode of it. There's like a small patch right here. Maybe that's.
I know she came from that side.
Gap under the door.
I don't. What was that?
That's a burp. Ain't good. Another covered up.
Just like
Yikes.
rumbling in your throat. Like,
So we've pretty much poked fun at what you look like. So
I'm sorry.
what was your nickname then?
You got one more guess.
I only guessed once. I guessed Jay. I also just said you looked
Uh,
like Jude.
I said
Yeah,
short
I only
Maui.
guessed once too.
I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get it though.
Oh, come on. Look at me. Think about the stereotypes. Come on.
Drug dealer.
I did get called a drug dealer by my ROTC instructor because he thought I was on crack.
Oh my.
I was that pale, he thought I was a meth addict.
I mean, to be fair, to me, it's not because of how pale you are. It's because of the long scruffy hair, the beard, the
Yeah.
beanie, the jacket.
You know,
I
funny
was about to
story
say
about that.
leprechaun.
I went up to the high school,
Oh,
you know,
no.
a couple years after I had graduated to check in on him. And he looks at me and he goes, "Are you on meth?" I go, no. There's been a misunderstanding. You see,
You might need to put
I
a
just
trigger warning
haven't slept
in this
in
one.
3 days and I'm
You
pale.
got the bags on your head, bloodshot eyes.
And then it got to the point where he didn't believe me, so he got.
Yeah.
I had to pull out my records to prove him otherwise, which is funny.
You look like
Take a
Adam
drink,
Hicks.
dude.
See, he actually had
Drink.
4 police officers come to the scene because they thought I was going to bomb the school. He said, and I quote, "You look like a terrorist right now." End quote.
I feel so bad for laughing.
Keep in mind, I had
sorry,
taught
bro.
his class. I had trained his new recruits. And I had been in weightlifting and his class over 3 years beforehand.
Oh my god.
And he thought I was on meth.
There's a big leap from
Man.
drug dealer to domestic terrorist.
He thought I was. He thought I was both. It's why they had the 4 police
We
officers
got a
there.
man down,
They
everybody.
all had their guns at me,
Jay
bro.
just gunned down.
They had them boys loaded and everything.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, I was just
That's
sitting there
probably
on
terrifying in the
campus.
moment, but right now that sounds so fucking funny.
He was so
You
bad,
had to
bro.
bleep that, dude.
Because I
Oh,
had
there's
to,
a lot of people believe from me today, but that's just so funny.
At
I
least
had to
one-
call up my recruiter, and I was like, "Yeah, bro, I was up in MEPS. You know, they do a urine sample, they make sure your blood's clean, everything like that, so you can actually become a soldier."
Okay.
And he's like, "Really? I still don't believe you. You look like you're on meth." So I had my recruiter text him, call him, get my records and stuff. He's like, wow, you're actually clean. Why'd you come here? I was like, well, I wanted to check in on your class that I taught. You're one of my favorite teachers, you know. And I need to get in touch with him for to make sure I get all my credits for when you move over. Because if you do ROTC for 4 years, you'll automatically join as an E4, I believe.
Yeah, they do the same thing for the young Marines.
Yeah, it's weird.
And then that wasn't even the one you was that the one you were hiding, or is that one saying guess, or is that just I brought up that memory?
You brought it up.
So what was
That
the one?
triggered something in him, dude.
Bro.
I'm glad I did because I'm dying. But what was the one you were actually called then?
If it's leprechaun.
I had it was it was half pint, leprechaun, Rocky Balboa.
Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, it's because
cool.
I used to hit the boxing ring a lot.
Oh, that's so cool,
Oh, I thought
dude.
because of how you looked, I was like, you look nothing like
No,
Sylvester
Dude, that
Stallone.
looks
nothing
amazing.
like him.
That looks
But
amazing.
I had a lot of names, mainly leprechaun.
Oh my god.
Because of the green in the hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel so
I don't care. The funniest one is the drug dealer one, and then they thought you were a
Bruh.
domestic terrorist. It's like, it's not gonna get
Yeah.
funnier than that.
Oh my god.
Well, mine feels like so stupid now. Like, it's not
Dude,
gonna compare to yours now.
I have never heard you wheeze or laugh that hard before.
Because he just kept building. He's like, so I walked in, he didn't believe it says drug dealing. It says, let's get some cops in here. 4 cops in here.
Yeah,
And then
they
you proceed to
thought-
follow,
they
and then
genuinely
you proceed to
thought.
follow it up with, he thought I was gonna bomb the school.
Yeah. He looked at
It
me.
just
and he
kept
thought,
building.
bro. I don't know what you can actually go up to South.
I love how
South
Katrina-
High School,
I,
and they will
I've never
actually
had
prove this.
anything that bad.
Katrina's laugh.
Mine sounds so stupid. I almost don't want to say mine now because it's not gonna match up whatsoever.
You can actually go to South High School and ask, and they will actually provide the evidence that this whole thing is 100% real.
Was there like camera footage or something? Is that what happened?
Yes, I was sitting outside. I was told to wait, because I had just got there at like 2.
Right.
They said school got out at 4 or whatever. So I decided to wait 2 hours, What they didn't tell me was if you're no longer a student there, you cannot wait. And because of everything going on overseas, they thought I was a terrorist.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that was, it was bad.
God, I'm gonna have to.
Miscommunication at its finest.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to lower my
Unfortunately.
audio levels and censor myself quite a bit in that because
Yeah.
I was dying so much I just stopped worrying about the filter.
Okay. I love how you lowered my audio because you thought I was loud. That was like even worse. Than
I think it helped that when I started
Yeah.
actually laughing, I started leaning back here.
yeah, but
Bro
I
was
was
in
leaning
his
to the
arm.
wall.
He was-
That was just so unexpected. When you say drug deals, I was thinking,
Here it
yeah,
comes again.
it's gonna be a little funny. And they said, oh yeah, and then they brought cops in with their guns aimed at me. They thought I was gonna
Yeah, there
bomb
was
the
4 of them.
We
I remember
seriously need to
because
put a
I
trigger
wasn't
warning on
making
this
any
video.
eye contact. I was looking at their holsters. I had known all of these cops because I was that one guy in high school,
Oh,
I
God.
talked to the cops, see how life is going because they were
Okay.
chill dudes.
Yeah.
I knew their families.
And they still pulled their guns on
And
you in
they
an
still,
instant.
yeah, they forgot who I was even
They
though
were
I was
just
gone
doing
for
their-
like a year.
Their job. They're just
Me-
Yeah, I
Meanwhile-
don't blame them. I honestly
Meanwhile,
don't.
I was the person who, after high school, I would go to the library so often to the point where this is after I've graduated high school. I'm going to the airport through airport security, trying to get on the plane, and on my way onto the plane, I see this officer who recognizes me from being in the library so much because they used to work as security at the library.
Mm-hmm.
So I end up chatting with the police officer. Just like years after I graduated.
I just knowing him afterwards. I wish I would've
No.
wrote it down now.
No, they just recognized me. I didn't know how they recognized me at first. I was like, wait, why is this person calling me over? Why is the security person?
Oh no.
There are two. Oh, and I'm probably way too quiet now. There are 2 kinds of officers: the kind that remember you years later, and the kind that pull a gun on you after 6 months.
On God, bro.
That's horrible, dude.
He was such a nice guy too.
Oh my god.
God, like I'm gonna remember that story now because that's just so like it's so bad, but it's so funny at the same time.
Like, I don't even know why he'd like look on me so low. Like I was always top of the class, you know, I was always on time. I was early because I had weightlifting right before ROTC. So I would do weightlifting and then run the mile, you know, teach the class, get them knowing their creed and everything like that.
Your story is a picture perfect example of people judge people based off of their appearance.
I mean, to be fair,
That's
if
like
I saw myself at that time, it was like 100 some odd degrees. So I was sweating there. I was wearing my hoodie and everything. I was all pale. It looked like I was up to something sketchy. So I don't blame them. Okay.
I mean, more like some of the stuff is understandable, but then just straight up pulling their guns on you.
Oh, my
Yeah,
beard
that's
beard
kinda
was
bad.
way longer. Keep in
Oh,
mind.
the beard probably didn't help.
No, it did not.
No.
That's hearing that makes me want to cut mine down because mine's brushed down right now, but if it's like fully out, it comes down to like here.
You're a wizard, Harry.
And so like not to racially stereotype, but I basically look like
Oh my
a
gosh.
member of Al Qaeda like that.
Oh,
so then it's
boy.
like,
Oh no.
We might have to censor that name.
do we have to?
We might have
I don't even
to.
know what that means, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have
It's a terrorist group
Oh, yeah,
back
we
in
need to.
Iraq, I believe.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
wouldn't think you have to censor that because you know there are plenty of like people who talk about politically.
True. However,
To be fair, I'm bringing it up as a racial stereotype, but
yeah.
but we've talked about that before as well. It's like I brought up like my stereotypes before. I don't know if I've done it in the podcast, but I brought up like my stereotypes before.
Your stereotypes? I'm interested.
You know, I'm not the southern stereotypes, and also from Missouri. Us people from Missouri have our own like little stereotypes, stuff like that.
I'm from
it's
down
like
south, I understand.
From high school, something else I got bullied for was whenever I would slip into my it's not my casual accent, but whenever I like just start talking, I'll slip into my southern accent.
Oh yeah, I love doing that.
And then I got for 5 years because the same dude from Core went into Pueblo County High School. He was like, "Hey, redneck, I'm gonna go on my." I guess I probably shouldn't repeat what he's gonna say.
No, then don't. If you have to ask.
If you know the redneck stereotypes with them family ties, let's just call it.
Oh.
That's what I got made fun of. That's what I got told what I was doing.
Did he call you the good old H word?
Hick?
Yeah.
I don't need to censor that. Yeah, he
Oh,
called
you
me.
don't have to? Okay.
Hick isn't as bad as some of the other words I would
True.
be called.
True.
You know, redneck, hick.
What? No.
Dude,
You know, I'm not saying that one out loud.
I don't even know what you said, and my brain is
You
just
don't.
went off.
You
like,
don't. It's
red flag.
it's southern. It's southern. Don't worry.
Looks like we're doing another my notebook thing like we did for the YMCA thing.
Oh no.
I
What am
didn't
I
even
thinking?
like understand what you were trying to mouth, and my brain just went.
I'm gonna hate having to open my notebook later to read this again. And this is in pen, so I can't get rid of it.
Okay. Okay. So you see, when your first cousin, I'm gonna stop. Just so the audience know.
That.
Yeah.
Because redneck stereotypes, that's what it was
I-
called.
Yeah, there are also some not so flattering stereotypes that you get called as a California girl.
What are the California stereotypes?
California stereotypes, especially as a blonde.
I mean, everyone knows like I feel like the joke is universal of blondes being like stupider, but what's like the Californian one then?
There's just
I just realized I said stupider, like that's a word.
Yeah. I didn't want to say it.
I saw you to the left and I realized what I said. I was like, oh, I'm the stupid one.
well, there's the one where basically California girls only care about appearances and stuff like that.
I feel like that applies, like, no offense to you two, but I feel like some people apply that to like women in general.
It's worse for California girls because honestly, it has roots in truth. So
Because a lot of women are like that. That's the unfortunate truth. A lot of women are self-centered like that.
especially in California, as a society, growing up in California, I was taught that you have to be a certain weight in order to wear a two-piece.
Can we talk about something else, please?
We live in a society.
Can we? I'm sorry. Can we please talk about something else?
Yes.
I am not comfortable talking about this anymore. It was funny at first. It's not funny anymore.
I think we found Alex.
About stereotypes?
No, about I think of this particular stereotype is where we should word off from.
Oh, well, I mean,
I think we're starting to figure out the lines for everybody here. The Justin Roiland thing.
I have
you
no
know,
lines.
God.
some of that subject matter was Katrina's, and now I think we found Alex. So we're gonna steer off from this.
Please, can we?
Let's try to find mine. No, you won't find it.
Anyways.
At this point, I've lost mine.
Gage,
Oh.
didn't you say that you had like
Questions
something
prepared?
written down?
I was still trying to go with some of this. Do you guys have any more nicknames you were called? We kind of trailed off from there, but any more like nicknames you were
No
called?
more comments on that one on my end.
No, the only one that I
Radio
was called
silence
was
until
High
next
Socks,
one.
and even then, it wasn't only in gym class that I was called that. Like, if the guys from gym class saw me outside of gym class, they would just call me High Socks.
But anything like harsher? Like I feel like I've given up my harshest one with the redneck thing. But
Honestly, no. I never really got
Why
teased
are you
in high
coughing?
school. It was mostly in elementary school that I got picked on.
I find it funny how you guys have the more tame ones, and then we have redneck and domestic terrorist.
Yeah, and look where that branched off to, Gage.
That's probably the hardest laugh I've had in a while. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, God.
If you wanted something more innocent, I'm gonna have to preface this with a big question. You guys ever watch Johnny Test?
Yes.
A little bit,
Yes.
yeah.
Not
Because of our
really.
Corwin uniforms and my haircut at the time, I got called Bling Bling Boy.
Oh my God!
I see it now.
I actually do kind
You can't see as well because I have long hair now, but the way my mom had cut my hair at the time, because she was so stubborn, she would like leave some of my top length on, and like have some like top length like up to here.
You had like a bowl cut.
Not
You look like
quite a
the
bowl
man
cut,
dark
but pretty much. I joked how I also look like Mo from Three Stooges, but
that's
not quite the bowl cut because it was because she also had me do hair gel, so it kind of like stay solid slant, and she would leave the length there and then cut under it. So I basically looked like Bling Bling Boy because of that. This Corwin uniform, which is a white shirt and khakis,
Oh my God.
and I was the fat kid. So as much as I hate it in the moment, I absolutely looked like Bling Bling Boy from Johnny
have
Test.
braces?
No, I did not.
Oh, thank
Did
God.
you have like the golden bling?
That
and,
would have
like,
been the end of
knuckles?
it if I had braces.
It would have been the end of it if you had like golden brass knuckles and like the chain that you
Yeah, the little dollar sign
I'm not that
chain.
ghetto.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I hated that. I hated being called that. That did not escape me. And-
Oh, I just remembered one. In elementary school, I was called Hurricane Katrina.
yeah, we talked about that before as well. But
Yeah.
we talked about how much I hated that too. Everyone going to Hurricane Katrina, more like Hurricane Tortilla. I was like, you deserve to be in a special class. I swear.
Okay. I hate that I slightly chuckled at that.
You can laugh at it
No, that was bad.
when you say stupid things like Hurricane Tortilla. First of all, I hate when people say tortilla like that. Anyway.
Would you like a tortilla?
Tequila.
Nah, I hate when people do that.
That's like calling tequila tequila.
No.
Is
I'm not
that
laughing at
stupid?
that. I'm not laughing at that.
You already laughed. I heard it.
A little bit, but I stopped myself.
I heard the snort.
Shut up.
We resorted back to our primal sniffing. Time
Men are simple creatures.
for the record. We're almost an hour in. All of that branched off of the Valentine's Day topic, and that was number one.
Oh, I hit the mic. I'm sorry. Oh God. Like it branched out from Valentine's Day to other things.
To kind of map out where we went, it was Valentine's Day. We went off like the Valentine's class thing and talked about our past histories,
Yeah.
and then we talked about like my bad luck and turned into how we were bullied in school,
Oh my God.
and then it led to redneck and your hilarious story.
Yeah, I think we can pretty much say that no one in
Oh,
this
no.
podcast has ever been the popular kid.
Laughed so hard my grenades nearly fell out of my belt.
What? What? I'm confused. What happened? What happened?
Say it again! Say it again!
I don't want to.
Please, I probably don't want to know, dude. Ignorance is bliss, guys.
It might get censored, I'm gonna be honest.
Everyone who's still listening to this, just know ignorance is bliss sometimes. And this is one of those times.
He's still dying over there. Somebody get a paramedic.
Why do I feel like the only
Give him
normal
CPR.
one today? Jesus.
Give him CPR. CPR.
Am I gonna have to like call someone in from the nurse's office if they don't have one?
Oh man.
I feel like the only normal one here today. What
Would it
is
make
going
you
on?
feel better if I showed up in a turban?
I can't laugh at that. No, I can't laugh at that. No, I'm not laughing at that.
Oh man.
I refuse.
Does
I
it
want
make it
to
worse that I can partially read Arabic?
I want.
I can partially read Arabic.
Stop! I said shut up.
I do know how to make black powder.
Okay, no. I want to be able to stay on this podcast on this series as long as I can. I'm not about to get kicked off at episode 4 just because I laughed about something that's bad.
Yeah, let's not
Hold up,
get
I dropped my
canceled.
vest.
Please.
Let's not get canceled.
Guys!
He's dead.
Okay, you know what?
Stop killing the host.
Can we just stop, please?
Stop killing the host.
This is the one time I feel normal. Everyone else around me is ridiculous. Why
Are you
is this
actually
happening?
okay? Are you actually dying?
It keeps getting worse.
Stop! No! Don't open your mouth, please. Just
No.
stop!
Shut your
Stop!
pie hole. Shut
Stop.
your pie hole.
We need to calm down.
The jokes were getting explosive.
Okay, that one was less funny.
It was.
Stop!
I had to hold back.
Stop!
That's holding back.
That,
Yes.
Uh,
Okay.
I mean, there's the one phrase we probably shouldn't say, but
Don't even mention it. Okay.
off topic. On topic.
yes, the phrase of that
Calming.
character.
Yes, I got you.
Calming down a bit because I'm beginning to get a migraine from
He's dying still.
one who's dying and the other one who's the instigator at this point.
Do you have water there, bud?
I have root beer.
Fair enough.
Like that's gonna hydrate your throat. Oh my god, I'm getting a.
No,
I'm
because
actually,
it's zero sugar, it probably sticks in my throat more than normal soda does. But
Whoa.
I'm actually getting a migraine from this. That's how bad it is right now.
your head hurts.
Bro's been
I
dying.
literally just hit mine against the wall after laughing all the air out of my lungs.
Like my brain hurts from like just hearing this, and then I see Katrina over there who's like, "This is fine."
I love how you both are so uncomfortable. Meanwhile, I'm just dying laughing.
I'm not uncomfortable. I'm
It takes
just.
dark humor.
She's
It
just
really
sitting there
does.
vibing.
Dark
I'm
humor
just,
is best humor. We just can't use much of it on this podcast.
Yeah,
I feel like
I probably pushed
I feel like you and I pushed the line sometimes last week, Katrina. We've absolutely pushed the line this
Hold
one.
up. How close from those jokes?
Nowhere
I just
near
did.
this. Like
Oh.
we're talking,
Nowhere
like we
near.
talk about like even some of the anime topics, we're slightly mature content.
Yeah, I couldn't
But-
say some of
yeah,
the.
But we didn't
Titles.
say anything directly. This time we just didn't care.
Well, I
We-
could have said.
And by we, you mean you and Isaiah Gage.
Hey.
I mean, if it wouldn't get me kicked off, I would be saying so many worse things. I would have piled on to his jokes if the podcast wasn't at risk.
Yeah, I cursed one time, but that wasn't as bad compared to what.
Actually, it's probably been like half an hour since I cursed.
Don't laugh. It's haram. Do
Stop.
not laugh. Do not laugh.
Can we please
no.
move on from this and go back to something that's video
I
games?
feel like you've burnt out my funny.
No,
bone a bit.
it's forbidden. Do not laugh.
Guys, do you have anything game-related on that notebook, Gage?
I was gonna bring around. We talked about it a little bit last week. Didn't get to talk about more. Isaiah, you're an anime fan, right?
Somewhat.
What was like the one that got you into anime? Like what was like your first watch?
Oh.
Because we talked about how ours were like hers is One Piece, mine
Yep.
mine and Katrina's are Naruto.
Wow. Okay, so the ones
Well,
that have
no,
are way
yours
older.
was Naruto. Mine was Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, for you said Dragon Ball.
Oh, yours is way older? What is it?
The first two I watched was Heaven's Lost Property,
Okay.
God,
And
that
it
is
was-
a name almost no one knows.
Rosario plus Vampire.
Rosario
Those were
Vampire?
The first
That
two.
one I somewhat heard of.
That's probably like the Rosario Vampire would be one like the first
That,
one
I
for you.
believe that one was the first one I watched, and then it went to Heaven's Lost Property, and then it just.
It's been forever since I've heard the name Heaven's Lost Property.
I know.
I
like, nobody
haven't
watches
seen it, but I know it's like one of those names that almost nobody knows anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I know it.
I said almost nobody.
It's pretty
I
good.
mostly know it because I like looking for those titles that not a lot of people would recognize.
Same.
So that was like your gateway. Like, what's like your like big one now? Like, what's your favorite one right now? It doesn't have to be anything you recently watched. It's like, what would you say is your favorite out of what you have seen?
Favorite?
Or like what are some ones other ones you have seen? Like, what that's your gateway. What are some other ones that you started to go to after?
Like the one that hooked you
I
in.
believe it was Shogun no Shaman. I could be wrong on that name.
Let me look it up.
This is the Japanese name. I think the English name is Shaman King.
No, a different one than that.
Oh, it's different.
Shogun,
It's about this samurai chick. She had long red hair. She fell in love with this.
Oh,
guy.
I know what one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't seen it, but I remember like coming across it a few times.
Oh, it's amazing.
In the early days of my time in the anime community.
I don't think I found it.
Are you watching any right now?
Right now. No, I've been busy with my military.
I remember when I first got anime, I was like watching anime hardcore, and then now I'm not watching too often. Like I'm still watching Jujutsu Kaisen. I started it over a year ago.
Jeez.
But in the middle of that, I also watched one on Netflix called Comey Can't Communicate.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, dude.
I love that so much. It's like normally my kind of show is action or like very fast paced shonen stuff.
Got it.
But
I want to say a title, and I want to see if any of you guys recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't you heard I'm Sakamoto?
yes.
Yes! That one is so
Yeah,
cool.
that one. Shakugan no Shana, yeah.
Yes,
Oh, she
that's the
looks
one.
cute.
You said shaman and it threw me off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been
Shakugan no
ages since
Shawnee,
I've
yeah.
watched it. It really has.
I haven't watched it,
It's an
but I know it.
amazing anime.
Now these two didn't know it. I want to see. Do you know the Fate series?
Yes,
Yes,
100%.
that's my favorite. My anime series is Fate.
Apocrypha is my favorite.
Pakuma's real good. I think my favorite's Unlimited Blade Works. Everyone's always like Fate Zero, Fate Zero, Fate Zero. I was like Unlimited Blade Works though. I started off though with the original Fates, and I have a Studio Dean.
Ooh.
And it's like you can definitely tell its roots in that one. Let's just say
Yeah.
roots being animes get visual novels all the time, and some of them are less for a general audience than others. That's the visual novel for you, but the anime have since abandoned that, and it's basically more just an action series now, which I much prefer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thrilling fights, I must say.
And the studio that does Fate now, Ufotable, are the ones who are doing Demon Slayer.
I'm gonna confess to something here on this. I decided when I first came across the more mature anime, I was not 18.
Neither
I
was I.
lied about my age
think
when it
anybody was.
asked.
Oh, are we talking ecchi anime or cultured anime?
Oh, God. Damn, Gage, can you turn your thing down a bit? It's like loud and my ears like blaring.
Like-
Mine's turned down. Is it better?
Like the type of anime
Yeah.
that you would normally not watch with other
your
people
parents.
around.
But is that just
with
like is
anyone around.
is that just like the the borderline risque stuff, or is it cultured?
cultured?
Oh,
You know, the
Very
ones with
cultured.
plot.
no.
No, not
no,
the
no.
ones with plot.
Oh, that yeah.
I'm talking culture like full on.
Yeah, I'm talking.
No, I'm talking like.
Oh yeah, those.
Yes, it was that
can't handle
kind. But
Oh my
Two.
God. Why did I laugh at that?
It was 2? Oh my god.
no,
No, we don't go any further. We'll have to censor.
I'm glad you can finally
Stop
speak
right there.
Okay, yeah, we need to stop right there.
Hold on, because I'm sure can you write down or type down the name so I could, because
Whoa.
well, like
bad.
do something I do with my notebook where I don't say it out loud. I show it to us, and so no one knows like what we're saying.
She's talking about.
When like name down like the
Oh.
series, see if I recognize it.
I think while she's doing that, one that I tried watching fully is Demon Slayer. Dude, listen. The art style for it is
Oh, it's so good.
God tier.
Like I just brought up to the people who are animating Demon Slayer right now. Ufotable also animated the best
character
Fate
design,
series.
God tier.
All right,
I
got one
haven't
for
seen
y'all.
season 2 yet. I've only seen season 1 of Demon Slayer.
I've
I
only
got-
watched in season 1 right now.
Yeah, I know. I've heard of that one.
What is that?
Cultured.
cultured
I
anime.
have one
I'm
for
not
all of you.
Cultured
Oh,
anime.
okay.
I have one for all of you.
Okay.
Do,
You
hold
might
on.
not
Do they
know.
really have? Hold on. I'm gonna turn my mic down.
That's bad,
Turn
bro.
my mic down.
You might
Well, hold on.
just
Do
not,
they
just not.
have the H word on my anime list? Really?
No, but it has.
Okay, that's what I mean by cultured is the H word.
Well, I don't know if it would, but it's like. I don't know if it's
Oh,
an
boy.
official tag that it has,
God, I can't do
but turn my mic off.
Oh God.
Turn my mic down. Turn my mic
Oh,
down.
oh,
I didn't know what
I need to remember what hers is.
I think I'm
Try
number
one.
3.
I think you're 2.
Ayo.
Oh God.
Can you hear me?
No, you're
Oh
good.
no.
Just
Okay.
make sure you lean back.
You didn't have to turn down.
Yeah,
for that.
you could. Yeah.
No,
I-
like explicit.
Well, then that means it's the
Culture.
culture word.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Now I need to know. I need to go on my anime list and see.
Oh,
and,
God.
like, search
In the
Hold up,
very
hold up.
first episode. In the very first
well,
episode.
hold on. Well, I feel like the culture. I feel like the culture word is like straight up like that. I don't know if that necessarily. Hold on. I'm logging onto my anime list right now. I need to search the title and see if they actually have this stuff listed on Mal.
Let's see what else I
Oh
got
boy.
Because now I want to know.
here.
Where's the search bar?
Let's see.
Let's see.
Here we are reaching the one-on-one type of podcast, and today I will be talking about absolutely
I
nothing.
forgot my phone had no service. Well, I'll have to check that later.
Mine does.
As for the
God.
The genre
Somebody
is
say-
Oh, sorry, I'm
that.
trying to get it.
No.
Oh, it's Yuri.
No.
Which one do I have?
But that's what the kind of stuff is. Is the Japanese word for it is Yuri when it's man on man.
age.
No, no, no.
No,
No,
it's
it's
the
not.
other one. That's woman on woman.
Is it not?
Why
I-
is-
isn't the
It's
one?
called yaoi, not
yeah,
yuri.
that's it.
Yeah, I
I always get confused because whenever I think of even just like even just romance series. Whenever I try and think of the word for when stop.
please stop.
What,
Die.
whenever I try to think of the word for like that, like, even just romance series, not even just think of like that I'm a hardcore stuff. Like I always think of trying to think of the word, and then I think Yuri on Ice, and because that's the gay anime. I'm like, no, that's right.
It is.
I'm getting a feeling someone's gonna get mad at that what you're saying.
Why saying the word gay? That's not a wrong thing to say. That's the literal term for homosexual
know.
people.
All right, so back onto the anime.
But yeah, you're kind of
Okay.
right. It ever since that anime has released, it has become the sort of face for.
But I just think of the word Yuri and like, oh, that's right. But then oh no, that's not it. It's
No, because Yuri is the main character's name.
Yeah.
That's what throws me off so much.
I can understand why.
All right, gotta get me a bento. That's a good one. Bento, it's a good anime.
I feel like I really. Oh, I thought you meant you literally needed a bento box.
No, bento. It's
I got a
an
bento
anime.
box.
It is an amazing anime.
Oh, it reminded me. Last week I didn't get to go to my Mal. We ended up trailing off talking about Hitalia, and I never got to go over my Mal.
You might want to add it to your list. I'm gonna be honest.
What?
For what?
Last week we talked about anime, and then we started trailing off talking about Hitalia, and that's where we had to end. So I never got to get to my actual Mal list.
Okay.
Your,
Oh my.
So
your what list?
my anime list.
Oh.
What is this?
I keep pulling up my phone, forgetting that I have no signal. But I do get my titles and just like any images, so hopefully this will work enough. I think they already answered me on this. As a, have you ever watched Angel Beats?
Yes, I love it.
Oh my god.
Did you cry at the end?
You know, I'm gonna be honest, and I don't tell most people this. I will say probably a couple times a year because I am emotionally dulled. I will sit down and binge watch it just to make
binge watch
myself.
Angel Beats.
I make myself feel something.
I feel like I always hear about a series that people end up crying at, and then I'll always bear through. This isn't so bad, and then it's always the final.
Rewatch it.
Well,
and
hold
you'll
on.
just-
And then it's the final scene. I did it twice. I did it
Oh,
with
yeah.
Angel Beats. I did it, and then when it was the dude in Kaide at the end, and they had the hug, and he starts like breaking down crying. That's when I started crying at the final scene, final frame. I was like, I almost made it through. And then the second one. Have you seen Anohana?
What?
Have you seen Anohana?
I don't know what that is. No.
Katrina, please tell me you've seen Anohana.
I recognize the title.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I was hoping somebody would recognize
I
it.
have so many. Like literally, look at this.
Dead.
Look at how many I have in my watch list.
Well,
Oh my God.
Anohana is Dead Girl starts. Coming back. But only the main guy can see her. Childhood friend.
No, I don't
Okay.
think I have.
Well, that's the other anime. I'm not gonna spoil anything else, but but everyone was always like, this is like a sad show, and then I made it to the final scene, almost the final frame of animation, and then I cried.
You know, there's another one I like that's just like Angel Beats. That's a comic got killed.
How is that like Angel Beats?
heard
Everybody
that.
dies.
I heard of that one actually.
Everybody you join to love in the anime, they die.
Here's the difference. In Angel
I've
Beats,
heard
they're
of
already
that
dead,
one.
right?
True. But there's one scene that absolutely makes me fume. I'm gonna be honest. It's actually. Do we have to spoilers warning?
Oh, hold on. Before I continue, you know who you remind me of from Angel Beats?
What?
TK.
Okay, buddy.
Okay, that was good.
You are straight up TK.
Hey,
Wait.
Hey, remember when we mentioned this yesterday?
Oh, Devil's a part-timer. I love Devil's a
That
part-timer.
is a good
That was
one.
cute.
Yeah.
I haven't seen season 2.
I haven't seen season 2 either.
I remember waiting.
I'm going to spoil.
Oh my God.
Please
If
don't.
you do not
Don't.
watch it soon.
I remember.
Don't
that's
you
what it
dare!
is?
I
I,
remember-
will literally
Watch it
fight
soon.
you.
I remember I watched all of the first season in 2
I will
days.
literally fight you
I'm
if you
2 days.
spoil
Yeah, I
it.
watched all the first season in 2 days, which is the most I've done. I watched all of Promised Neverland season 1 in 1 day.
That's a good one
But
too.
that's not my longest one either. I watched season 3 of Seven Deadly Sins all in 1 day. That's my longest one. But I remember watching Devil's Part-Timer in like 2 days, loving it, and then people saying, when are we getting to season 2? And then remember they announced season 2. I was like, I'm gonna watch it. Haven't even clicked on it.
You're missing out.
It's taken me over a year to sit down and finish Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm slow when it comes to anime. It's not even high up on my watch list. Next to my watch list for anime are Cyberpunk Edgerunners, Toradora, and what's it called?
Both of them are pretty good.
I forget the name of the third one. Darwin's Game.
Oh, that is insane. You mentioned 2 god tier ones. I will not mention which 2 those are, but they are insane.
Based on your reaction, Cyberpunk and Darwin's Game.
Yes, both of them. They got me
So
jumping.
something that's funny about Cyberpunk is I already know the ending to that.
It's kind of sad. But
It's like
pretty good.
it blew up, and then TikTok was full of remember David memes.
I don't use TikTok.
I didn't, and then a friend had me download it one night, and then I couldn't escape. I remember downloading one night just for giggles, and then the next day I texted him at 2 a.m. going, "I hate you," because I swore to myself: 1, I would never play Fortnite; 2, I never download TikTok. Now I'm on both actively, and it's like, well, I'm done.
Here's another series that you probably won't recognize purely because it's not a well-recognized anime.
No, I don't know that.
Yes.
You've watched it?
Yes. Part of it.
How far?
Hold on.
I haven't seen it in ages. Probably about 5 episodes.
Okay, yeah, I love it. So the anime that I thought that no one here would recognize is Fibrain, Puzzle of God.
Never even heard of it.
It's not bad. It's like Spider Riders.
Haven't heard of that either.
I might have to mute myself.
just start.
You know it's gonna
cursing.
pick up on Katrina's mic still, right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm probably still
There
censoring
are
when I said the
2
H word.
top 2 that they need to redo. Eon Kid and Spider Riders.
I don't think we need to.
They need to make it
censor-
better.
You're talking about. Right?
Hey, alright. Bleep. Use that footage.
YouTube doesn't
bleep.
like that word.
YouTube doesn't like that word?
No, not even
No.
to bleep it out. Thanks, Katrina. I now have more editing to do.
We're gonna have to
Just
bleep out a lot of
use this
let's be
here.
honest.
I need awkward silence for a sec. Bleep. Here, use that. That should be perfect footage. Perfect.
Anyways,
I need to flatline real quick.
I don't think Alex did, but have you guys seen Call Me Can't Communicate?
Yes.
Just a bit of it, but enough to know
Not
the plot.
really, no.
I've seen a few
loved it.
seasons.
I was talking before how I normally like action series. I don't really sit down for romance / live series very much, and then I sat down to watch that. I was hooked first
Oh,
episode.
yeah.
Normally I'm not big for comedy series either, because normally anime comedy I don't enjoy. That's one reason I didn't like Psyche K. I dropped Psyche K.
That one wasn't bad.
I
Did that just play out loud, Katrina?
But no,
We are not sponsored by Funimation.
but no, I tried watching Psyche K and I didn't like it at all because
Did you watch the other off-brand version of it? They have like 3 different shows about him.
Yeah, I tried watching each one and I just didn't. I'm really not typed for like anime style comedy, and then for some reason with Komi, it just sold me.
You want something to like mess with your
Komi's
mind?
adorable.
Go back and
Komi is so
rewatch
adorable.
Psychic K,
Dude.
and then look at his mouth. He doesn't speak the entire time. It's all in his head.
Yeah.
So the entire anime, you are this dude's brain.
I was freaking out because she wants to talk about Komi so bad.
I'm sorry. Like,
Komi,
She's fangirling.
I've only seen
I've
it.
heard that one.
Oh my god. Like, let me see. Wait.
I've
Let me
heard
see.
that one.
Give me your phone. Hold on.
But no, look, I'm not much for
Gotta
comedy.
take a picture.
I'm not
You're
much.
gonna watch it?
I'm gonna try to watch it when I get home. Yeah.
I'm normally not like
You're
I'm
gonna love
not
it.
normally much for comedy series, but for some reason Komi's comedy just worked with me. Like I'm at first I was hesitant when the first comedy scene is when Tadano and Komi are
Spoilers.
spoilers for Komi can't communicate, by the way.
Oh my
In the first episode, like, when it's just Tadano and Komi at the shoe lockers, and then she like does a little creak turn and stares at him.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like normally that kind of awkward comedy like doesn't work with me, but then as the series went on, I just like it grew on me.
Can we just talk about how adorable she is?
She's so adorable.
Listen, like, okay, slight spoilers, I don't know, but like,
The big googly eyes are the best.
yes! Which one where I don't
the
know what
cat ears.
I don't know what
The cat ears are
oh my
great too.
God. I don't know what episode this is, but the scene where they were like communicating on the chalkboard with each other, it was adorable.
That's probably one of my favorite. Not even just my favorite scene in the series. One of my favorite scenes
Oh my
in
god,
anime.
I saw that
Yeah.
before.
Cheer boys.
You've seen it?
A little bit of it, yeah.
But like that's probably my favorite. Not only my favorite scene in the series, but one of my favorite scenes in anime. Like just no dialogue. Tadano and Komi writing on the chalkboard.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
It was
And
adorable.
then another bit of spoilers, but like, how far have you seen in that?
I've watched all of Komi.
Okay, so like the scene in oh my god, no.
I've heard of Sir Vamp.
The
Yeah.
one in particular where it was like Comey and her dad like going out to get like frozen ice. That was another one of the cutest scenes I've ever
There's
seen in
not
my
a word.
life.
I feel like I loved her family dynamic.
Yeah,
Anytime they
dude.
visit, because I remember the first time you see her mom is like all of her friends show up, and then they see her mom, think it's Komi, and then her mom is just so socially outgoing.
Oh my god, yeah, dude, I love the mom.
And she's also
great.
cheerful. Like, what's Komi's first name? I'm spacing out right now.
I
If
don't.
you want another good one like that,
Sir Vamp was also
Maid-sama.
ridiculous,
That's-
dude.
Yeah, Maid Sama is
The
one.
Demon
That,
for Pride.
that's on my watch
Oh
list.
my
eventually.
Oh my god,
gosh.
the
it
demon.
is.
That's one I know I'm gonna watch eventually.
The Demon for
it's
Pride
great.
was my favorite. I mean,
I'm
he's
starting to
small
get.
but
I'm starting to
mighty.
get into more other types of anime. I'm like that. So like Maid Sama. Toradora's close higher up in my watch list because I've heard so many good things about it. What's the other one?
I was not prepared when I first got that one.
Oh, Future Diary. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that one. I love the
I
concept.
never
for that.
finished that. I never finished that.
I love the concept
when I
of how
first, when the two of them first met, I thought, oh, she has a crush on him. Okay, this is okay. And then it starts getting not
gets
okay.
worse.
Then she's a yandere. I feel like we're also jumping so much between anime, but let's finish Future Diary, then we'll go back to Komi.
Okay.
I only got like 4 episodes into that before I'm gonna go back and watch it eventually. It's right after they're at with the temple chick.
I don't think
then
I'll ever watch it. I'm gonna be honest.
where they're at the temple. Yuno kills the other chick, and then all the guys in like the circle masks show up.
Oh, the one with all the eyes.
Yeah. She has the axe. Like that's the last episode. I
Yeah,
watched.
that's the last episode that I watched as well.
I'll finish it eventually, but it's kind of.
I got a question for you, Gage.
Yep.
Have you ever seen High Rise Invasion?
I have not.
All right. Well, that is just
That's
like Darwin's.
that's
Just
also my
like
watch.
Darwin's.
Yeah, I'll probably watch Darwin's first, and then I'll go to High Rise. My brother.
It's better that way.
My brother watched High Rise in one night after it came out.
Actually, yeah, it's better to watch it in that order.
I'm like practicing Darwin's Game because a buddy of mine in high school before graduation recommended it to me, and I still have yet to watch it. Just
Oh, it's
'cause
on Netflix.
Yeah,
It's pretty
it's
good.
on my Netflix watch later as well.
Beautiful.
But for Komi, let's go back to Komi and wrap this up before we start jumping to more anime. I feel like let's be honest, Komi is so adorable. Like
She is.
like normally I don't like get super like emotionally invested in characters that without like longer time with them, but anytime she was just with Tana was so sweet, and then in the second half of the season, I say second half because it came out later. It's basically just second season. It's separated. It was what episode was it? It was second half season. I think it was after the trip to the other city.
Okay.
They're at the street corner. I just watched this too. Tadano starts.
Take your time, man. You got
Tadano starts walking her home. He goes like 10 feet from the corner, and then she calls him to speak.
Yeah, it's adorable.
The entire corner stands like she starts speaking. Anytime she spoke, my heart melted.
Wait, she spoke?
She spoke
Several
multiple
times. Several times.
How did I miss that?
Their entire scene's dedicated to her speaking to Tadano.
Like, I didn't
There's like 5 scenes of her talking just when they go
Someone
over
tells
to
me
her
you didn't
house.
watch it all then.
Yeah.
Because more episodes.
Not all of it. I never said I watched the full thing, just not all of it.
Whoops.
You,
That's okay. I'm excited that she does.
But
I'm excited to know.
she only ever speaks with Tadano.
Yeah.
Okay.
And anytime she spoke, my heart melted.
Oh my god,
The softest voice in the world.
It's so soft like a mouse. It's like,
I want to hear it so bad now.
It's really good.
I've seen the show twice. Once subbed and then once dubbed because I loved it
Always.
that much. And I still couldn't remember where the
my
episode this is from. Now, I said so many positive things about the show. There's one character I absolutely despise.
Is it the best friend of the main character?
That female looking dude.
No, he's funny. I like them. Or like
Yeah,
it's
he's
they.
good.
I like them. Yeah.
Them.
I also like the.
Sorry.
I love the scene where Tadano's like looking at them, and then it's like, "But you were a guy before."
He is a dude.
No, it's a they.
It's
It's
a
a
they,
they.
because they
They-
used
they-
to be one, I think.
swear
And
it
then...
was a dude the whole way. He just like
no,
dressing up as women.
No, Tadano thought I'm assuming they're trans or something, or they don't identify. But Tadano thought they were a dude because in all of their earlier school life, they always dressed up as a dude, hung out with dudes. And then in the high school, they dressed up like a chick, skirt and all.
Oh, okay.
And I remember Tadano freaking out, and it was just the funniest
Which
thing.
is this one?
Short gray hair, the best friend of Tadano.
The
I
quirky
don't
dude.
like that character a lot, to be
Quirky.
honest.
The outgoing
What's the title of the anime?
Call Me Can't Communicate. We're still talking about
Oh,
Call Me.
we're still talking about
I
that.
don't like the way he treated her in like, or they, I'm sorry, like in the first little bit.
I forget their name as well.
They get tossed around the whole anime.
Just like I tossed. Like,
But no, there was you have thousands of friends in every city. Hold on, I need to look at their name now. Komi characters.
oh my god. Like the way they just like pressured her
starts
into
with an
like
H, I swear.
ordering coffee, and then she couldn't get the right thing. It's just like, dude, don't bully her like that. That's bad.
Najimi.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
that's the one.
Najimi was real fun.
Najimi.
But the character I despised, which actually, let me see if I can find her here.
I have to see this.
Yamai,
Mm.
the obsessive like yandere-ass chick.
Mm.
I hated her so much.
Oh.
With red hair? Oh no, it's brown hair, I guess.
Oh.
Yamai. Her.
You're losing your mind.
I hated Yamai so much.
Yamai is just possessive, and I hate it.
Well, like the first episode she has where she like kidnaps Tadano and hides him in her closet.
Yeah.
Like that's funny for one episode, and then it just kept on going.
That's like a one-time thing, yeah.
Well, it definitely wasn't by the
It
end.
continued.
I'm not kidding when I say because each episode has like like one little section, like they're equivalent of like one-off manga chapters, but it's like 5 of them per episode.
Uh-huh.
I swear to God, there were 3 in the I'm just calling it season 2. There were 3 in season 2 dedicated to her just wanting to see Komi's underwear. I'm not kidding.
Why?
Why'd you sniff?
That's what? What?
Talk about timing.
Stop it.
I stopped myself to debate if it was a long sniff or 2 short ones.
We might have gotten away with me just mentioning it, and now that you smelled it, you've thrown me so far off my game. You're like the equivalent of the
Move
dude.
on.
You're like the equivalent of those dudes in the TikTok memes where like the girl gets with the chair and goes over and sniffs the seat.
What the no.
Oh,
You seen the one they did of Miles
oh my
Morales?
God.
Yes.
Stop, please.
Yes.
Ah.
More cultured.
This is so cursed.
Dramatical murder, yeah.
Let me see. Hold on.
I took a glance
mind if I
at dramatical
take this?
murder, yeah.
Dramatical murder, super
But
lovers.
anyways, let's move
That
on.
one I've somewhat seen. I think there was a game of this one. I
Kiss
saw it a
him, not
bit.
me.
Well, let's move on past that. Yamai was the only character in Komi I couldn't stand. Just because the joke, like, it got old super fast.
I don't like the looks of one of these. I don't like where it's going, so I'm just gonna
Wait,
hand the phone back
which
quietly.
Which one do you not like the look of?
Last one on the right.
Last one.
Whoa.
Oh. Yeah. Yes.
Stop!
I guess correct.
Stop
Yeah,
now.
but
Stop now. This is probably gonna be the first episode I have
Stop.
to cut out audio.
Stop.
This is gonna be the first episode I cut out audio.
Oh my god.
How did I guess that right? There's no way.
I hate this,
This
so
is gonna be the
much.
first. I'm not kidding. This will be the first episode I have to cut audio out. I haven't had to do that yet, but there's no way I can just bleep this segment.
Oh
We're recording on one track.
I hate that so much. I hate that so much. I hate that so much.
Bro, that's so bad.
I told you, you
Why do you
don't.
have it open? Are you liking it
No
right
more
now?
culture. No more culture this
Okay.
episode.
It's on my watch list.
Oh,
No more culture this episode.
I thought I was bad. Oh my god, Katrina.
no.
Yeah, I
It's
told
about-
you weren't as bad as me.
I'm learning new
You know-
stuff about you
You
today.
know, I say I'm going to cut it out. Chances are I'll probably end up leaving it in test fate.
If it
Just
gets
put a
should.
warning on the
Please.
this episode. Just put a
We
warning
shouldn't
on.
have to put a warning on the episode. We're getting more unhinged each episode.
I've only been here twice.
I mean, to be fair,
I thought you missed something good last week. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
this is
Anyways, no more culture, please.
no more culture that's being recorded.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. He's taking it out. He's taking it out. The candy.
Can you not say it? Can you like phrase it? Phrase
Also
yourself
phrasing.
Yeah, can you phrase yourself better after what we just talked about?
Hey yo.
Anyway, trying to put this white ball in my mouth.
Oh yeah, right after you say that.
Yikes.
I love how that's hypocritical. I love how you say that to me, and then right after
Ow,
you do the same
ow,
thing.
I'm hurting.
I feel like an NPC. I'm just sat here.
That is the
looking at
most
everything.
hypocritical thing I've ever heard from your mouth, my dude. Not cool.
I'm laughing so hard my stomach
Like
hurts.
seriously.
Oh,
Not cool.
man.
See, thing is, I said it to you, then immediately looked at the candy in my hand, and I was like, I have to do it.
I hate you so much right
So
now.
I started genuinely saying, hey, we should stop, and then I immediately turned to the candy in my hand, and I was like, I have to say it.
Gage, it's one thing for you to do that, but to tell someone else not to do it, and then you immediately proceed
it's
to do
because
it.
it put in my head right after I told Alex, let's stop. Immediately turns the candy in my hand. I have to do it.
You,
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Gage.
I mean, we
Oh
do have these rather
my
large
gosh.
knobs that we're speaking into.
He's talking
Okay,
about
stop.
a candy.
I'm talking about microphones. Where are you going?
We really need to stop.
Okay, seriously.
Put it in your
yeah.
mouth already, bro.
God damn it!
I don't
Stop,
know.
I'm
Guys,
hurting.
I don't
That's
even think
out
we
of
can use this
context.
episode.
It's out of context.
I don't think we can use this episode.
I think the funniest part is you said it, then immediately realized you were sick. You said it, then immediately put your
Guys.
face
It
down.
wasn't meant to be
Stop.
dirty, bro. You were just holding on to the chocolate. Nobody likes
Guys.
melted chocolate, bro.
Please stop. We
Uh,
can't even use this episode. Andrew's gonna look at it. I hate my
no,
life.
we just have to put a warning on the episode.
I guess it's all up to Andrew and whatever I decide to cut out or censor, but it's chocolate, it's
can't-
candy, it's real beer, not beer. And it is culture, not anime.
Hey, yo.
We're probably getting another noise complaint.
Yeah,
We're probably
100%.
not gonna get the studio again.
win.
Never.
I don't think so. No, it's pretty.
This might be the
dull.
last episode.
We had a good run, guys. 4 episodes.
No.
Honestly, I didn't think it'd make it this far.
I'm surprised we didn't get to this point.
we're
sooner.
pretty okay.
I suppose we didn't get to this point episode 2 after Andrew left. Anyways, yeah, you.
Valentine's Day, yeah.
I'll say yeah, you might sucks.
I can't. I'm like a disappointed mother right now. I thought I was bad the last 3 episodes. That I can understand, but
It was.
I'm gonna edit this later and start dying all over again. Because I pretty much go home and edit these right as I get home.
I thought I was.
My hold on my chaoticness, it loosens around the holidays.
Mine literally just like tightens like
Oh.
like a grip on a plastic bag.
All right. Anyways, anime.
Around the holidays, I get more
I say
chaotic.
stop.
I think into the name of this episode, we are so unhinged.
Please stop
Yes.
us.
Ironically, the episode where we talk more about anime.
No, yeah, we should just use that. Just say, please
Ironically-
stop us. as
Ironically,
the
the
title.
the episode with the most talk about anime isn't going to be called We're Filthy Weebs after all. It's going to be called We Are So Unhinged.
I don't know. After those jokes from earlier.
I don't know. I think we're filthy weebs is pretty on brand.
I may be a weeb, but
Emphasis
at least
on the filthy part.
at least I'm less filthy. I don't mention this stuff openly out loud,
Well,
and there's
you're
a reason
chewing
why.
the chocolate?
ASMR.
Oh, it's gross.
Why didn't you suck on the chocolate, bro?
I can know the strawberry cream in my mouth.
You know, speaking of, you know those little chocolates that are filled with like the cream and then the cherry?
I swear to God.
What are your thoughts on those?
I don't like cherries.
You don't like cherries?
No.
What about you, Alex?
Don't like him either.
Don't like them?
I feel like
Interesting.
we've lost
No.
ourselves a little bit.
Well, I mean, I'm
swear
trying to
to
change the
God.
topic.
I was still going to go over anime a little bit before we have to wrap this up.
Okay, going on to a different topic. The
What?
anime that I recommended you, Yona of the Dawn.
Yeah, I know of it now.
Yeah.
Are you hitting your head against the mic right now?
I am.
I feel
Why?
I feel like we've kind of taken the wind out of our own sails.
We can't recover.
No, we can't. I'm gonna try though. Chances are, it's probably because this is probably the longest podcast we do, but let's see how far we can push it.
Yeah, there's a
How about-
summary for
Shouldn't
it.
we like
I'll wait
try
to
to
see how people do.
end this one a bit? I mean, if it's like already an hour and a half.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's just a summary.
Let's go on a little bit longer.
Okay.
But and next one on my list for anime, since it's getting back to this topic. Have you guys ever seen Durara?
Yes.
Heard of that one, never seen it.
I've seen a few episodes, but not.
How much of it did you watch, Azia?
I watched.
Because you have Durara, and then you have Durara ×2, and I've seen all of those.
I've only seen the first one. It was like 7 episodes.
Don't. 7 episodes. So you haven't finished the first one.
No,
If you ever did finish Durara 1, which you really should finish Durara 1, never watch ×2. ×2 is not good.
I figured as much.
It started off fine, and then it just didn't end up being fine.
I should.
Okay.
Stop. Can we please just cut it? Cut it.
We're done with that.
We're done with the episode. Can we please
Yeah,
just end it?
Comfortable, bro.
I feel like once we go back to the other jokes, I feel like we're done here.
Please. For the
This,
love
this
of
has been
God.
Achievement Unlocked, episode 4, and dear God, are we unhinged? It's been a gradual descent into madness. This has been Alex,
And I
Katrina.
was the only normal one in this episode. How interesting.
It has been Alex, Katrina, Isaiah, and then your host, your boy.
I'm
Gage
so
Baker.
sorry.
So am I, but also at the same time, I'm not sorry because I'm going to have a joy editing this.
Oh, yeah.
This has been
100%.
Achievement Unlocked. Everybody have a good night.
Ciao.
Please be careful,
Bye.
guys. Happy Valentine's Day.
Jesus Christ.